this is just going to make Trump look really, really bad.
Yeah. So I'm like, when you look at the report card, almost 2 years in, like a year and a half in, when you look at what has or hasn't happened in housing, when you look at the LLPA changes that Barry Habib said were coming, that turned out they haven't even happened yet, right? And that was going to be around just refis and second homes. Did that never happen, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, we were hoping that we would get some incentives for first-time home buyers, but we know that the administration, it seems like, is hell-bent on and driving as much revenue to that top line as possible. So when you take all of that and the ineffectiveness and inaction, and then you marry it with this moment, I think if you're in housing, you cannot be a fan of this administration at the moment.
I think it's hard to be a fan of this administration in general, but certainly when it comes to housing, have they talked about housing much more and in a much more positive and much more real way than the previous administration? Yes, I'll give them that. And I know people think I have, Trump derangement syndrome. I'm looking at reality. And the reality is that this administration does a lot of talking about affordability in general, about housing affordability, about moving the needle, about making America a better place to live. I keep getting told my 401k is doing better than it ever has in the history of 401ks. But the reality is it's all talk. Nothing really gets done. The effort is to elect more Republicans. It's not really to make America a better place for those that are struggling. And we keep seeing that in the K-shaped economy. That K is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every week.
Well, and it goes back to when, how many times have we had the Lucy pulling the ball from Charlie Brown moment where he was supposed to make all of these big speeches and announcements and in Davos and all of this. And all he came out and said was, I have zero intention of doing anything to impact property values and make them go down. And that is the one thing that could absolutely help affordability the most. And it's the one thing he said he absolutely refuses to do. And so I don't think he is serious at all about this unless it's something that can make him look great.